How to optimize text ads for PPC success. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mo Paid Media YouTube channel. My name is Maury, and in this video, I want to quickly talk about how you can optimize your text ads, your ad copy for a successful PPC campaign. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I talk about all things paid media on a beginner's level, so anything revolving or involving Google ad campaign, Facebook ad campaign, and media plan template setup. I talk about all those things on this channel. So if you like content like that, be sure to check out some more of my other videos in this whole entire playlist. This is actually the end of my PPC 101 training. So I made about 9 to 10 other videos going over different aspects of pay per click on a beginner's level. Also, if you're looking for help on either developing a campaign strategy or setting up a Google Ads campaign or Facebook ad campaign, be sure to reach out to me and I'll be glad to help you and see if it's a good fit for me to help you and help you run services. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I want to talk about how you can actually optimize your text ads. So text ads play a crucial role in pay-per-click advertising. So you often they're the very first touch point your brand has when it comes to getting potential customers. So when users search for your product or service and they're looking for, things related to your business, your ad can either stand out or it can just get scrolled right on past, okay? And a lot of that has to do with what your ad copy is actually saying. So that's why making sure that you're optimizing your text can help you drive more results. It's essential for driving increased results, okay? So a well-crafted pay-per-click text ad does more than just show up in the search result, but it grabs attention that aligns perfectly with the searcher's intent and the motivated action. So you will see the best text ads increase your click-through rate and boost your quality score and help you lower your cost per acquisition, which is all translated to a higher return on investment. So this video kind of ties all of that together, and it will help you craft a better text ad. Okay, so what makes a great text ad? Well, number one, you need to make sure it's relevant. So you want your ad copy to closely match the keywords that you're targeting and the searcher's intent. You also want to make sure it's aligned with your landing page. So the promise in your ad should be fulfilled by the page you send the traffic to, by the page you send the users to. You want to make sure that it's clear and compelling. So you want to use that limited space to highlight what makes your offer so unique, and you want to include strong value propositions with a finish and a clear call to action. So, let's see. Okay. I do want to add, guys, that a standard Google ad text is made up with, your headline, your display URL, the description line, which is each specific with a character limit. You don't want to go over that character limit. There's like a sweet spot. I do have a Google ad responsive template that you can check out in the description down below. That will be found. You can find that within the free paid advertising resource hub. And I like that template because it gives you like a limit. There's like a sweet spot when it comes to writing your headlines and your description lines. There's like a specific character limit for each. So you don't want to go over, because you don't want that overlap when you're actually looking on the ad on the SERP, okay? But the key here is that you want to include primary keywords. You want to make sure your benefits are obvious, and you also want to give users a reason to click. So, for example, you want to use phrases like get a free quote or download the guide now. That all that stuff can boost your click-through rate and engage, and can also encourage for more conversions. Okay? Next, you want to supercharge your ads with extensions. So this is something that Google has just added, and it's very valuable. I talked about that in the previous video, but Google Ads now offers ad extensions, and no, it doesn't cost you any extra. So this lets you add more valuable information to your ads. So this is like site links, location information, phone number, product images, or even email signups. So those are just as important as well. So those not only make your ad more appealing, but they also increase the likeliness of a user taking action. Okay? So you might be wondering, why should you continuously optimize your text? Well, you'll realize the more that you do this, you'll realize, or at least I realize, that the top PPC advertisers don't just set it and forget it. Okay, that's like what people like your mom and pop store owner just sets up a Google ad account and then just forgets about it. Okay, don't let that be you. The top PPC advertisers make sure that they're constantly reviewing and optimizing their Google ad campaign. Why? Because then Google will reward you. So it will reward you by a lower cost per acquisition, a lower cost per action. So in a better return on your investment. So that's why it's important. So you want to make sure, guys, that you're constantly implementing A and B testing, and you're testing the headlines, your call to action, and offers to see what resonates best with your audience. And even simple optimizations like swapping out underperforming ads and making sure you're following Google's best practices can honestly yield in a huge gain. Okay, so you want to focus on continually improving. So focusing on continually improvements can lead to higher relevance, better quality score, and ultimately giving you more effective campaigns. High quality. When you have high quality ads, that means that you're paying lower for your cost and you're ranking higher. So it's a win-win. Okay. And my final tip here is that you got this. So you can dedicate a few minutes each week to review your ad performance. You can replace weak ads, test new messages, and explore additional ad extensions. I have a client right now that I'm trying to convince them to use the site extensions, because they are really valuable. I do have some clients that utilize them, and the ones that do are seeing really, really good results. So yeah, but something that you should try out. And you can, with these micro improvements, they end up adding up over time, and as a result, it can help you get more clicks, more conversions, and value for your pay-per-click campaign. So if you haven't already, be sure to check out my ADA framework. I believe it's a good video. It's a good foundation when it comes to your ad copy, if that's something that you're struggling with. And normally you can tell if your ad copy is not that strong just by looking at your impression to click ratio. If your click-through rate is low, that means that there might be something wrong with your ad copy. But I'll leave a link in the description to the ADA framework because it is very, very helpful. And yeah, so with that being said, if you want somebody to help you set up, oh, I don't have a slide for that. Bummer. Anyways, if you want somebody to help you set up your PPC, Google ad campaign, or help you optimize your text, your ad copy, be sure to reach out to me. If you want to take it a step further, I do free discovery calls for you to see where I can help and if it will be a good fit for us to work with each other. And with that being said, guys, if you made it this far in the video, thank you. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.